Good morning. I'll briefly be showing us how to access the classroom back after we must have signed in our mail and joined the classroom in the first place. So now note that there are many ways to access the classroom depending on the device you're using. But now I'll be using system for the demonstration, but at the same time I will explain how to join for the majority of the students that will be using their phones. So if you're using a system, you can join through your browser. For example, my own browser now is Google Drive, and you've seen I've logged into my student email, and this is what I'm seeing. So if they've logged into their student email, they must have started getting messages like this, like a new announcement has been made in their classroom. Maybe their teacher has posted, they will get a notification. If an assignment or a classwork or a new material has been posted also, they would get a notice like this. And I'll also be showing us, the parent, how to monitor and track our students' progress. We have a function like that, and I will show us what is expected of us. So now, if you are using a system and you have successfully logged into your mail, the easiest way to access the classroom is to click on this icon here. So once you click on this icon, you see it has a lot of things: account, Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheet. So you scroll down, you see the classroom, then you click on it. So once you click on it, it opens another tab and it takes you straight to the classroom. However, if you have a lot of accounts logged in on your phone or on your system, it will use the classroom of the default account. So you come here like this, come to this place, then scroll down to your account, select your account. So it's loading my account now, and then I'm a student of SS3, as you can see, so I only have one class displayed here. So when I click on my class, I get this: I've entered my classroom back. As simple as that. So also you can just classroom.google.com, you can type classroom.google.com in your browser. You see the address, classroom.google.com. Type it in any browser, enter. So once you enter and log in through your mail, you'll be able to access your classroom back, classroom.google.com. So we bring you directly to this page. You see, it took me to the first page the previous one took me before I had to change my email. So the same way you follow. So for many of us, you must have already an account on the system before, so it automatically takes the default classroom of that default email. So we have to change it as I've shown us here. And then for many of us that will be using phone, we can use the same thing on phone. Maybe access through Google Drive, Mozilla Firefox, depending on the browser we are using on the phone. However, it is easier if you download the Google app. There is a Google Classroom app on Play Store. So go to Play Store. I will show us. Go to Play Store, search for Google Classroom. So when you search for Google Classroom, it gives you a list of options. So this is the Google Classroom, the one I'm clicking on now. So download it. So I'm using a system, so I can install it. It's an APK application. So but if you're using a phone, an Android phone, you'll be able to install it. If you're using an iPhone, you go to Apple Store also, search Google Classroom. And if you're using a tab, the same thing. So even if you're using an iPad, go to the Apple Store, download it. If you're using if you're working on Android OS, go to Google Play Store and download it. Once you install it, you open it. Once you open it, you log in the same way I logged in previously on this. So that's how to simply access the classroom back. And for many parents that have accessed, you see that we have a lot of options here. We have the stream. The stream is the general announcement page, as we've seen here for, let's say, SS3. Now the teachers have already commented, and some things have already been posted. For, like, for example, you see the SS3, they've been given an assignment before, and some of them have assessed it. Some of the students have started commenting, as we can see. So that is for stream, is a general announcement page. Then classwork is where the students see all their assignments. So now these are my assignments. Now these are the work we've done in this class. So we've done something in physics, simple AC circuit, and I have a note. This is a note now. Then I have some other notes, some assignment. So now I don't have any assignment to submit. I only have assignment that has passed their due date. And then I have the Meet. The Meet, Google Meet, is for the video conferencing function. So if we want to have a live interaction with them, we'll ask them to log into their classroom, click on Meet. So once they click on Meet, we'll be able to have an interaction with them. Then Google Calendar. Google Calendar is a function that automatically saves all their lectures. They can use it to save all their lectures so that they will not forget. Then Class Drive folder. There is an automatic folder for all the classroom. So all their work that they are submitting, every upload, every lecture is automatically saving in this folder. And as you know, there is a cloud storage. It stays there forever. So, and anywhere they are in the world, so far they have access to the internet, they can always access all their materials. They can always access all their assignments. Anywhere they are, so far they have access to the internet. So it makes it very easy. So once they click in, they can view their work. They can view the assignment they're supposed to submit and did not submit. They can view the note that has been updated, and they can view new announcement that has been made. So also we have people here. In this people section is where they will see the list of their teachers for that class and the list of their fellow students. You see, these are their fellow classmates. They will see the list of their fellow classmates. Then I think for now that should suffice. So in the next tutorial, I will show us, the parents, how to access our children's reports, because there is a function where we'll be getting constant reports. So how to access it, I will show us in the next video. Thank you very much.